The summer's here and it's time to relax. If you're in need of inspiration for activities to have fun with your languages, here are 6 zero prep ideas to foster speaking, reading and writing. During the summer, there are always these moments where we have to wait a long time. So if you're in a crowded place, why not play a real-life Guess Who game? In the original game, each player chooses a character that the opponent needs to guess based on yes or no questions, such as, is it a man? Does he wear a beard? Etc. And the first person who can guess correctly the opponent's character wins. If you're in a crowded place, you could take a picture and then one of the players chooses a character and the others have to ask questions that get a yes or no answer. And the first player who can guess the person wins. This version of the game can lead to other types of questions, such as, can I see the face of the person? Are they standing? Or are they playing with their pets? Etc.
Invite your preteens and teens to think about what stories or anecdotes they want to share with friends, extended family, or new friends this summer. You can help them develop a storyline and find keywords. This all doesn't need to be structured. It can be like, when you see Grandpa, will you tell him about your trip to Amsterdam? And then you can talk about that trip in the target language and help them organize their thoughts and words in a way that makes the story interesting. Now, something that will encourage further conversation is always to finish with open questions like, have you ever been in Amsterdam? What would you like to visit next? And also think about what you would like to talk about with your extended family and friends. If you share it with your children, you give them an idea on how to have meaningful conversations with their dear ones and friends.
Now, the reading activity I would like to share with you is based on the game I Spy with My Little Eye. So in the original game, you choose an object in your environment or an animal or something, and you say the sentence, I spy with my little eye, something that starts with the letter C, for example. And then the other players are going to look around and try to see what would be the object or the animal you're looking at that starts with this letter C, and try to guess. So in the variation I would like to share with you, you don't choose an object or an animal, you choose a word that's written. So that's ideal if you're walking the street, for example, you have loads of ads or signs that are written around you, or in the menu, for example, when you're in the restaurant and waiting for everything to come. So you will need to choose a word and say, I spy with my little eye, a word that starts with the letter C. And then your child or your children or other players will need to try to find this word that starts with the letter C that you have spotted and that you're playing with. And what's great with this is that it's a great opportunity to teach new words.
Invite your preteens and teens to pick a newspaper in the target language. It can also be an online version. And choose an article that they want to share by reading it out loud. So this is not about the perfect reading or pronunciation. Especially when our children are not used to read in the target language, they will stumble, mispronounce, hesitate. Now is the perfect time to let them experiment with pronouncing new words, intonations, and accentuations. So give them time to autocorrect if necessary and allow them to make mistakes. If they are unsure about how to pronounce a word, you can model it for them. But do not ask or expect them to autocorrect themselves. I suggest you rather focus on the content of the article and ask questions about what they understood. The aim here is to encourage reading and become confident of doing so, which includes also making mistakes. So have fun sharing a reading aloud moment. You can do the same. Choose a topic in a language your children are more confident with and invite them to tell you how to correctly pronounce a word and ask for clarification. Now, our preteens and teens are the experts in school topics and topics they share with peers. Now is the perfect time to learn from them.
The zero prep activity I would like to share with you to foster writing in your home language is a game you have probably played already. It's writing in the back. So it can be just writing single letters or characters, or it can be whole words. And when it comes to words, you can either choose categories like animals, names, anything you want, or it can be based on what you see around you. And when your child is going to be writing in your back, one thing that can be very useful is to use a bilingual dictionary. One that I use a lot for between French and English is Word Reference. It has a lot of combination of languages, so feel free to check it. What I like about it is that it doesn't just give a translation, it gives, like in a dictionary, different translations. You know that some words have different translations, and we will need to read the examples to decide on which translation to use. One other thing that's very helpful with this dictionary, online dictionary, that our children don't need for this game, but that's still very useful, is a forum where you can see more details about the use of certain words in certain contexts.
We have shared the activity of writing a diary before, but this is slightly different. It is about writing a joint holiday diary together as a family. You can go through the events of the day at dinner, for example, and formulate sentences in the target language. I suggest you create a document on the phone or in a shared document on Google Drive where everyone can add text, comment on what others wrote, and add pictures. It's fun to see how others experience and remember outings and meeting friends and family and visiting places.
So we have shared with you 6 zero prep activities to foster speaking, reading and writing in your home language in a fun way. And remember, it's not about teaching the language, it's about using it, enjoying it, giving it a boost and creating lasting memories. And if you're looking for more ideas of games, we have gathered quite a few from Instagram, from other creators. So I invite you to check them in the description below.
If you found these tips helpful, please like, share and subscribe for more multilingual family activities and games. And we always recommend having a look at our toolbox for multilingual families and the Parents Guide for raising multiliterate children. We wish you a lovely summer and make sure to enjoy all your languages.